Here's everything I meal prep for the week just to make it a little easier for us. I go back to work this week, so I wanted to make sure that our breakfast was a quick grab and go type of thing, but still good. So I made some sausage, veggie, and cheese egg bites. I cooked down some spinach, onion, and tricolor peppers. Put those in a couple of paper towels just so I can drain off that excess liquid. I came back later on to cut up the spinach with some kitchen shears, just so we're not biting into big pieces of spinach. I cracked about 8 eggs into a large bowl and added in about half a container of Greek yogurt. People typically use cottage cheese for this, but the taste isn't really that much different. I sprayed my cooking sheet with some non-stick spray and started layering in my veggies. I used a soup spoon just so the portions are about the same, and then I also used that to scoop in my egg. Added some cheese on top and stuck that in the oven. If you add in a cookie sheet with some water on it, the egg bites won't dry out, and when you reheat them, they'll still be moist. I let the egg bites cool before adding them to a Tupperware container and sticking these in the fridge. These last up to 5 days in the refrigerator or 2 months in the freezer. I also boiled some eggs because I wanted to make some soy marinated eggs to eat for breakfast as well, along with some tuna salad. I wanted jammy eggs for my soy marinated eggs, so I took 6 out after 7 minutes but left 2 in so they can cook all the way. For the marinade, I added half a cup of soy sauce and 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, you can also use honey, some chili flakes for a little spice, and some green onions. I stirred that until all of the sugar was dissolved and then added in my eggs. You can also add sesame oil to the marinade, but keep in mind that that does shorten the shelf life, so it's best to just add it when you're eating these. To make sure that all of my eggs are submerged in the marinade, I put a piece of paper towel on before adding the lid to my container and putting them in the refrigerator. On to lunch, I wanted some tuna salad. So to a large bowl with 2 hard-boiled eggs, I added in 2 cans of tuna salad with 1 can of sardines, along with some Duke's mayonnaise, dill relish, mustard, and pickles. Pickles is just a Haitian spicy cabbage slaw. It gave this tuna salad a good flavor along with a little kick. Had a piece of onion in the refrigerator I wanted to get rid of, so I threw that in there as well. Afterwards, I seasoned with some black pepper, salmon seasoning, salt, and onion powder before giving it a mix and storing it in an airtight container. If you don't do this already, you need to start eating your tuna salad or chicken salad, whatever kind of salad, on a wassa cracker. I promise you, you're gonna love it. Last item on the meal prep list is a steak and chimichurri dense bean salad. I almost forgot about dense bean salads until the dense bean salad lady popped up on my FYP. So I had to add a dense bean salad to this week's rotation. Got a piece of flank steak that I seasoned with an olive oil seasoning type of rub. Made sure that every inch of this steak was coated in that rub before adding it to my Ninja Sizzle grill and cooking it on each side for about 5 to 7 minutes. While the steak was resting, I combined rinsed navy beans, rinsed chickpeas, an entire bunch of cilantro, and parsley. I also added in some red onions, fire roasted tomatoes, and mozzarella. Couldn't find the small mozzarella ball, so I just took a mozzarella ball and diced it up. Added in a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar along with half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Seasoned it up with a generous pinch of sea salt flakes and black pepper. I wanted my salad to have a little kick, so I added in some red pepper flakes. At this point, it was time to slice up that steak and add it in. I also let some of those steak juices flow into the bowl as well. I gave this a really good mix because I wanted to make sure everything was coated before I seasoned it more. I kid you not, I was mixing for at least 3 to 4 minutes. I gave it a taste and it did need a little something, so I added in the juice of half of a lemon along with a packet of the Goya salad and vegetable seasoning. I just recently discovered these seasoning packets, and every time I'm doing anything with vegetables, I pull because it always gives my veggies that little that I'm looking for. Transfer my salad to a storage bowl, put the lid on, stuck it in the refrigerator, and we're good for the week.